Arirang Special.
From the natural wonders.
That's why I'm here, trying to knock 10 years after.
To the historical treasures, this nation in West Asia draws in people from all walks of life, including those from Korea and beyond. Whether it's for business or pleasure, people find an unexpected peace and reason here in the middle of the Middle East, in the nation of Jordan. In Jordan's only coastal city, marine life and swimmers mingle in the warm Red Sea waters. The beach resort of Aqaba in southern Jordan is a hotspot for locals and tourists from abroad. Mothers, fathers, and children cool off in the waters. And those from overseas sometimes stop by the coastline on boat.
I think John is putting a lot of effort into tourism now. Everything is very nice and clean, so also beaches and the desert part, it's very nice.
This port city and the entire country boast a nearly year-round tour season, practically a requirement for a nation that largely depends on tourism as an economic driver. Unlike its neighbors, the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, as it's formally called, is not rich in natural resources. No oil, limited gas reserves. But unlike most of the others, it is deemed one of the few stable countries in the region, which not only draws in businesses that are eyeing the Middle East market, but tourists who are drawn to the nation for its prominent attractions. Jordan has a total of 4 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, or sites notable for their cultural or natural significance. This includes one of the new 7 wonders of the world, Petra. In southern Jordan, it is a vast 2,000-year-old city, hidden by mountainous rocks.
Now this is the ancient main entrance to Petra. Now this area is called the Sikh, which in Greek means a narrow pathway between 2 rocks. Now this road was made by an earthquake, and the rocks actually reach up to 80 meters high.
The windy entryway narrows before hitting one of the most recognized ruins in the world, the treasury in the city of Petra. The sun that hits the chiseled rocks gives life to the pink and reddish hues, making you quickly understand why Petra is called the Rose City. I was clearly not the only one taking in the sight.
아리랑 TV에서 왔거든요.
한국에서 오셨어요? 네, 저희 지금 세계 일주 중인데 6번째. 네.
6번째.
네. 너무 좋은 것 같아요. 처음에는 여기까지 애 데리고 오기가 좀 힘들지 않을까 싶었는데 오고 나니까 너무 좋네요.
그 영화에서 처음 보고 인디아나 존스 영화에서 처음 보고 그때부터 정말 보고 싶다고 생각했었는데 직접 와서 보니까 돌을 깎아서 만나고 신기하네요. 좋습니다. 설명 못하겠네요. 너무 좋은 게 많은 것 같아요. 요르단 중동 쪽에도 볼 게 많고 일부 이제 극소수의 좀 이제 안 좋은 일이 생기시는 분들 그게 이제 다인 것처럼 그렇게 지금 많이 알려져 있는 것 같은데 실제 여행 와 보면 또 그런 것도 아닌 것 같습니다. 요르단 좋은 것 같아요. 요르단 아직은.
According to historians, Petra was once a thriving city and a major hub for trade routes linking West and East Asia. And today, it is a city of ruins that takes us back into time. Another journey back in time takes us to one of the major biblical sites in the world, located on the Jordan River. Pastor Jo Yong-jin has been living in Jordan for the past 4 years. He's one of about 600 Koreans living in the nation and leads a local Korean church here.
이곳에서 예수님께서 세례 요한에게 세례를 받은 곳이다. 그렇게 우리가 알고 있습니다.
여기가 이제 성지 중에 성지라고 볼 수 있는 이제 예수님의 세례터, 또 그분이 세례를 받으시고 사역을 출발하신 곳이기 때문에 기독교인에게는 뭐 무엇보다도 중요한 곳이고 또 무슬림 국가지만 또 여기 요르단 사람들에게도 예수님의 세례터가 요르단 땅에 있다는 것이 큰 자부심이라고 볼 수 있습니다.
Touching the waters here is almost like a sacred act. With some people of faith who want a more spiritual experience, opting for a full baptism of their own in the holy waters. It's self-baptism for this one couple from Russia.
Very well, всего энергии.
Энергия, благодать Иисуса Христа. Очень хорошо.
Very well.
It's not only the faithful, though, who come to this humble site. Each year, nearly 100,000 visitors pass through.
For people who have the faith in Christianity and all that, it must be very significant and very moving, probably. But for us, I think the history is more important, so we think, yes, to really imagine that such an event really took place. To think that one of the major religions of mankind actually took root from here.
Something happened
that
so
is
many
probably,
years back,
yeah.
we could come and see this. That is something great.
Jordan is an Islamic nation, with about 90% of its population Muslim. But because of its biblical significance, some of the earliest churches in the world are known to be here. And a small but significant population of Christians still call Jordan their home.
Here we have something nice about the harmony atmospheres among religions, because most of Jordanians, they belong to tribes. And these tribes, you could find the same tribe, some of them are Muslims and some of them are Christians. So I think that blood is stronger than any religion.
A harmonious atmosphere here. Everything that these waters touch are coated in salt. The Dead Sea not only marks the lowest place on Earth.
Is it all over me?
Its mud is rich in minerals. And its waters are some of the saltiest and keep people afloat while they're in it.
Yeah. As you can see, I haven't properly washed off the mud yet, but already I can feel that my skin is so soft. And it's just the natural mud and natural sea salt that's done that. It's incredible.
Along with the historical elements of Jordan, it's the natural preserves that bring in the tourists who feed into more than 10% of the country's GDP. A reality that even some of the original residents of Jordan had to adapt to. This one welcoming Bedouin family has retained its nomadic traditions, living in their camel hair tents in the desert. Along with the traditional methods of making a living, which include raising goats, they also sell flatbread to nearby hotels that thrive on tourism.
Oh. Yeah, and they're like here to eat it by the family.
هيك أنا بأجني هاي هذه وهيك بقصي وحطها في النار هيك وبني بقلب عليه الجمر هيك وبحط عليه الملح.
But the lives of other Bedouins have changed even more. Some have created a camp just for tourists. Through the unending rifts of sand in the famous Wadi Rum, I go in search for this Bedouin camp. Vast, echoing, and godlike is how famous British Army officer T.E. Lawrence described this desert arena. And actually seeing this place, those words are very fitting.
Can you take me to the Bedouin camp?
Yes.
Okay.
Along with another group of tourists, we arrive to music. It's a dance party by the locals. That's even attracted some students from Korea.
요르단에서 직접 문화를 체험하면서 아랍어를 배우고 싶어서 요르단에 오게 됐습니다.
كنا نعمل في تجارة الجمال والغنم وكنا نعمل في الزراعة في نفس الوقت. تغيرت الأمور، صرت نشتغل في السياحة، نستقبل الزباين، في ناس يطلب رحلات الجيب وناس يطلب رحلات جمال. إذا نعملها كنهاية أسبوع، في عطلة نهاية الأسبوع نعملها كحفلات صغيرة في وادي رم، يتضمن حفلات دي جي ووجبة عشاء في وادي رم ووادي القمر.
A different scene though, here in the city. Ancient Jordan encased in fast urbanization. You almost forget the sand dunes and camels as you roam through the modernized crowds. It's a place where most of Jordan's 6 million population lives. It's the capital of Jordan, Amman.
Amman is also the biggest city in Jordan and a fairly young Arab capital. It was just in 1921 that it became the nation's capital city, and today it is a buzzing, modern metropolis.
Soaring glass towers and new buildings being constructed are the results of a massive city transformation underway. New developments like the $5 billion Abdali project is making way for a more modernized social and business hub. And like any other busy metropolis, traffic. But on the roads, a familiar logo keeps catching my eye. Is it me, or does it seem like everyone here is driving Hyundai vehicles? Apparently, about 60% of all automobiles in Jordan are from Korea.
And we managed to have the #1 ranking among all the car manufacturers, #1 since 10 years now in Jordan, which is a unique case, I think.
At the Hyundai Motor dealership, prospective buyers check out the options. But many of them already seem set on making a decision.
You know, it's a successful car and famous. All people like Hyundai in Jordan.
We started some 1992, the business with Hyundai, starting importing Hyundai cars. And among these years, we managed to make good reputation for the Hyundai. And the good thing now is the people, they trust the Hyundai quality.
She clearly likes what she sees. And soon enough, she's signing a deal.
I'm finalizing the process of purchasing a Hyundai. It's always recommended because it's an economic car, so it's always up to fashion. Yeah, we like it in Jordan, especially among the young people.
Because of people like her, Jordan is one of the top importers of Hyundai vehicles and has become the place in the Middle East for the automaker to introduce new models.
Whatever happening in Jordan can happen in any other Middle East country, which is the Arab country in general. And I can see a good opportunity for the Hyundai even to grow more than before.
Officials at the Korea Business Center of Jordan say there are about 13 Korean companies operating in the country, with many of them here for the strategic location to branch out into the Middle East.
This is a gateway to the Middle Eastern area. We Korean company now operating all over the world, not only inside of Korea, but all over the world, the best place for produce and distribute. And Jordan, I think, is the best place in Middle Eastern area. Jordan is a very peaceful and foreigner-friendly and business-friendly environment in Middle Eastern area.
About 90 kilometers south of the capital. A massive power plant sits in the middle of the desert. The Korea Electric Power Corporation, otherwise known as KEPCO, is powering its way into the Middle East via its Al-Qatrana power plant in Jordan. The plant, completed in 2012, currently generates 373 megawatts, lighting up about 12% of the country. But come this fall, with the company's second project in Jordan, that number is set to double.
올 9월에 준공 예정이고 그 아시아 암만 프로젝트가 준공이 되면은 요르단 전체 개통 용량의 약 25%를 담당하게 되어 요르단 내에서는 상당히 전력 공급에 큰 역할을 하게 될 전망에 놓여 있습니다.
For KEPCO, this plant is a breakthrough into the Middle Eastern market.
이 요르단 프로젝트는 이제 한전으로 쳐다보면은 중동에서 처음으로 수주한 사업으로서 교두보의 의미가 있다라고 말씀을 드릴 수 있고, 또한 저희가 여기 4.6억 불 프로젝트에 참여하면서 유수 기업들과 같이 동반 해외 사업에 진출함으로써 정부 시책에도 부합되는 그런 프로젝트라고 할 수 있겠습니다.
It was KEPCO's success in Jordan that gave way to other deals in the Middle East. This includes a new nuclear plant in the United Arab Emirates, KEPCO's first overseas. Korean President Park Geun-hye recently visited the site to celebrate the achievement. The emerging company in the Middle East is a powerhouse that even the locals want to be a part of.
I want to say I'm very proud to work with the Korean people and Korean company here, KEPCO. So I already recommended one of my friends already graduated from my same university. So he is now training here.
요르단 전력 산업에 기여했다라는 데 대한 자부심도 있고 그러한 점들이 개인적으로 특별한 의미가 있고 만족하고 있습니다.
It is this sort of international cooperation that leads to greater cultural exchanges and better understanding of one another. Or sometimes it's a cultural exchange spurred on by hospitality.
나는 한국 사람들에게 차를 초대할 거예요.
차를 초대할 거예요.
네.
무슨 차?
차를 요르단 차.
He invites me to his family-run restaurant and tells me how he first started learning Korean.
지난 시간 한국 사람 많이 만났어요. 그리고
여기서?
네. 나는 이 한국어를 공부해야 해요. 왜냐하면 사람 많지 않게 말할 수 있어요.
Over some traditional Jordanian tea. He impresses me again, this time with his writing. Writing his name out in Korean.
졸업할 때 그제 관계 공부할 거예요. 한국 정부, 요르단 정부 사이에 일할 거예요. 다음 한국에서 살 거예요. 네, 나는 우리 가족 모두 우리 어머니, 아버지.
And to this, a toast for his future.
Korean people cheers. 건배. 한국 사람 cheers.
한국 사람 cheers. Yes. Korean
This time off the backdrop of the ancient city of Jerash. I'm bombarded by local schoolgirls on a field trip who tell me about their love for Korean pop culture.
Crazy. This game's complicated and you came so far. I think you should just save me.
But no pop culture can replace the traditional sounds or dance of Jordan. Not bad for my first time.
You are very good. Sorry.
It's a nation both ancient and new, with a readiness to adapt to the globalization of its own country and its people. By accepting and appreciating others and their cultures, while preserving their history and own traditions, by sharing them not just with me, but also with the world. There are many reasons for Jordan. And whatever your reason may be for coming, the country always greets you with peace. Or in their own words, salam.